dancing at the Biscot now with the Norway House Green Nation. Gonna say with CP Multiplex. Live action here for our playoff game 2. Last night was a Mootsigan night. Went to overtime. We lost in overtime 5-4. So we're back here in Norway House. They played in Thompson last night. Watched the game live last night. YouTube. Oh, God, it's tagats. Kami Mootsigan tonight. Miss Chet naman the Sunday night hockey here in Norway House. And we got our, for Norway House, we have Henry Machigo gonna, he's got 101 point, 33 games, 45 goals, 56 assists. Number 29, Braden Melstad. Here we go, Norway House. North Stars pe wanawiat tahiwak. Sa suhat tahiwag o ni Utoskat sa ganuskat tibiska ko distagats. We Mootsigan. Our coaching staff there behind the bench, we have Skylar Tate-Riom, Sam McKay Jr., Kevin Braun, and Drew Tate-Riom. All Norway House Bruins. Braden Melstad starting for tonight's game. And we have backup tonight is Lyndon Gamblin. Oh, we Mootsigan. For the North Stars, we have Henry Machigo-Kanap, Keaston Saunders, Richard Ducharme, Lucian Tate-Riom, Alan Wesley, Dawson Osborne, Jonah McKenzie, Jonah Ross Bradburn, Dakota Osborne, Austin Henry, Houston Corgle, Trent Towers, Aiden Bradley, Drake Cromarty, Peyton Gawish, Taylor Papanakis, Gabe Mino, Jaden Bear, Ethan Tingley, Caden Buffalo, Brandon McKay, Easton Thomas, Dylan Kerr. Hey, good Nick.
As we observe a moment of silence, our committee has gone through some very tough times over the last
We're going to have a moment of silence here.
Three of our young people in the community, and just want to make sure that we don't forget our
loved one.
bereaved families, that we remember them who are hockey playing here tonight. One of the girls away is Gracie McKay-Valad. She was 9 years old. Her brother plays on the North Stars team, Gabriel, as well as Alexis Bailey, and all the people that we've lost in the last week. We want to observe a moment of silence, and please remain standing after a moment of silence for the playing of our anthem. Like I said, quite done. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nelson House and Norway House and coaches and everybody else that observe the moment of silence. Now remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Our home on native land. And here we go. Missed that one here tonight. We got a lot of people here for our playoffs. Game 2. Ask him this. Ask this. Ask him to bring that. Here we go, starting line for Norway House. Braden Melstad in goal. Number 20, Captain Henry Machugukanap. Number 10, Keyston Saunders. Number 14, Alan Wesley. Number 2, Jonah Ross Bradburn. And number 17, Dylan Carrigo. And here we go. Norhouse wins the draw. Here's Jonah Ross Bradburn. Has the puck. Over to Saunders. Here's Henry Machukunap. Here's number 20. Mikey Byrne. 22. Over to 44 Bassett. Dumps it in. Bassett dumps it back down to the corner. Here's Jonah Ross. Oh, a big collision there. Jonah Ross and number 13. Way to set the tone. 19-17 in the first period. God, that's a big collision there. Jonah Ross and Shemansky. Nelson House wins the draw. Fires it on net. Save Melstad. Here's 14 Wesley. Over to Lucien Tate-Rion. Is going to cut in. Here's Conroy Halcrow. Here's 19 for NCN. Body check from Wesley. They're throwing the body early here. Game 2. There's Aiden Bradley to Wesley to Tate-Rion. Here's Kyle Arthurson, dumps it down. Wesley to Bradley. Over to Richard Ducharme. Bradley gives it to Tate-Rion. Another big body check. And we got a possible penalty on Nelson House. Slashing call No, holding. Holding call, early power play for Norway House. Kodis tagad, Stibisko Gusante. Penalties last night I was watching in Thompson. I think it was 25 penalties to 3. 5 on 3s last night. Comes all the way back. Here's number 24, Taylor Papanicus. Keaston Saunders brings it in. Has a look, gives it to captain Henry Much. Pass it to the point. Taylor Papanicus to Much. To Papanicus. Fires it. Oh, Kegat Sapaham. Richard Ducharme, our goal scorer last night. Papanicus has the puck. Over to number 20, captain. To Saunders. Walks it, fires it. Saves Stevens, and he smothers the puck. If you're just joining us, Norway House has a power play. 104 left in the power play. It's 17-20. Dumped all the way down. Melstad's to the plate. Moves it up for Captain Henry. Henry's going to bring it in. Has a look, fires it. But the comes all the way back for Richard Ducharme. Spins around. Nahio at Tibisco Ducharme. Kyle Arthurson dumps it down. Papanicus is there to glove it down. Here's Henry. He comes in, drops it off. Saunders fires it. Oh, and busy spot the hum. Busy spot the hum, right? Here's Jonah Ross at the point. Keeps it in for Saunders. Patas kahuma Saunders. Saunders still has a puck. Behind the net. Fires it. Shoots. Oh! And hit a stick in front there. And it's captain. Here's Richard Ducharme. Keaston Saunders. Fires it on net. Oh, tipped by captain there, Henry. Over to the point with a big shot there at the point. Fires it. Save. Shoots. And oh, it comes out. Big hit, big hit. Big hit by Saunders. Here's 20. Fires it. And it's blocked again. 3 back-to-back blocks for number 2, Jonah Ross Bradford. Kodis Tagads. Sacrificing the body of Guy Tonwak. 3 back-to-back blocks for number 2, Jonah Ross. Tagads, hitugulyo paham. Both teams are pressing hard. Sugimet Tawewak. Playoff hockey, Ogo. Three blocks. 3 blocks in 5 seconds. Mackenzie fires it. Here's 13, Szymanski. Szymanski. Oh, big body check. And we're going to get a penalty, folks. Norway House is going to have a penalty. Head contacted the referee. So Number 14, Alan Wesley, head contact. Two-minute power play for Nelson House. NCN Flames. We got 1,100. And here's a breakaway for Tate Brium. Short-handed. He shoots and he hits the Biwapis. Goddess Stuggins. Holy Mackinac there. Number 12, Tate Brium. And he's coming back by himself. Over across the. He shoots. Oh, saved by Stevens. Holy Mackinac, number 12, Tate Brium. Kodistagat. Mutsagan. So him at na best saguta. Here's number 20, Barron. Mikey Barron, guys. Here's number 22, Christopher Finn. Mikey Barron walks in. Barron still has the puck. Over to Sinclair. Over to Finn. And it's blocked. And they kept it in. Comes all the way around. Okay, guys. Barron's going to keep it. And he's going to walk it. And we have an offside. Isamatsia Nigane Panuhut. Kodistagat Biwapis at Tawhawks. Lucien Tate Brium. Here's Ducharme. Oh, and he gets Pagamiskal. Here's Christopher Finn, 22. Melstad plays it. And he dumps it out himself. Hey, we sees it all the way to Stevens. Here's 17, Primrose to 14. Toe drag shoots. Save Melstad. Comes all the way down. And Richard is going to beat him to the puck. Cuts in. Still has it. A big body check. There's four of them on Ducharme. Here's 19, Corgle. Fires it. Oh, hit him in the mask on his tagads. So him at the Norway House is pressing. Here's number 20. Fires it and he scores. Mikey Barron for Nelson House. Here's Jonah Ross. Dumps it down. Stevens there to play the puck. Sam McDonald. Brandon McKay. Behind the net. Here's 7. Dakota has the puck. Still has it. Number 7. And he comes to number 19. Here's 44 Bassett. Number 17 thumps it down. Primrose. Here's Jonah Ross. Fires it. Here's Keaston Saunders, number 10. Brings it in. Has a look. Passes it across. Saunders still has it. Spins around again, number 10. And once again, he spins around. Fires it. Here's 17, Primrose, dumps it down. And 15, Hayden Bradley goes all the way down. Moot Siganuta, Suhimetogo Napesak on both sides. Here's 15, Bradley. Here's Kyle Arthurson for Nelson House. Here's number 15, Bradley. And number 16, Mamana. Both sides are throwing their weight around. Here's 15, Bradley. Has a look, dumps it down. And a Skaskamenik icing call. 9:40, you're just joining us. Nelson House is leading 1-0. Oh, there's a breakaway for Keaston Saunders. Fires it, and he hits the other net. Oh, this tagat. I don't know, we got a piece of the goalie or... He pulled a Quinton. Here's 24, Hellcrow. Here's number 3. Oh! Here's 22, Finn. Here's Lucian. 22 fires it. Oh! And icing call. No icing it though. Number 18 there. Oh, another big body contact. Here comes 22 Dawson Osborne. And Steven says Mont. He's holding the puck. 8:36 in the first period. Today's hockey game is brought to you by Nomad Live. Here's number 44. 44 to Szymanski. He sidesteps a hit and he misses the net. Comes all the way down to defenseman Kyle Arthurson. Kyle gets bumped off the puck. Here's 24, Taylor Bapanagas. Here comes Jonah. Oh! Jonah gets... Oh, here's Taylor. Oh, no, that's 17 there. Dylan Kerr. Szymanski fires it. Jonah, another block. Saunders walks in, shoots. Save Stevens. Bradley. .713 and haven't had a whistle in a long time here. Sugamet Gohunik. Both teams are letting it all out here tonight. Here's 17. Dylan Kerr fires it. Save Stevens. Comes all the way back. Big rebound there. Here's number 10. Keyston Saunders. Number 7. McDonald. No, it's no suhas kami. Suhe pa hiyo pagalit. Here's 17. Here's number 3 for Nelson House. Over to 20. 6-18 in the first period.
I stopped the hat trick in this tournament here.
44 shoots it, blocked. Icing a Skaskamanik Norway House. Oh, Mr. naman Utanos. Sa Kaskanewag Utanos Multiplex. Hoy Irvin Balfour, tagi umasasaga Pino. .559 in the first period. Here's Ducharme. Sasuhan Iskatag. Here's fires it. Ho! 18. Here's Tate Riom. Fires it again, and one of the boys got shot in the back there. At David Siskeo Baham. 22 takes the face off against Barron. Here's Kyle Arthurson. Number 20. Oh, here's number 7. Walks it, fires it. Oh, Kegats. Almost Kegats. Here's 13. Missed a big hit there. Kagisipano hugane. Kagisipano. I think they had their frosted flakes. Here's number 2. Jonah Ross. And it goes out. We have our Pipun Festival coming up here in Norway House this week. We also have a rec tournament this weekend and women's hockey. So more hockey, back-to-back weekends of hockey. A funny bounce there on Melstad. We also have our Sasquatch Ice Fishing Derby Sunday for a whopping $20,000. Whoever gets the biggest fish. Shot in the corner. Here's number 10. Comes all the way back to Melstad. Here's 15. Bradley has a look. Comes all the way down for 21, Richard Ducharme. Here's Albert Sinclair. Drops it off for the point. Finn fires it. Save Melstad. Here's 20. Captain has a look. And it's picked off by McDonald, but he's offside. Saunders brings it in. Has a look. Spins around. Passes right in front. Here comes 15. Oh, here's number 10. Fires it in front, and the goalie said, Motts. Stops the puck, stops the play. 3:26 in the first period. Yes, we have a big Sasquatch ice fishing derby coming up this weekend. 20,000 big ones for the biggest fish. 10,000 and 5,000. And fourth prize is a trip for two to Cross Lake, one way. Just kidding about the one-way trip there. Here's and the goalie is down there. Stevens. He looks okay. He nods his head. He's all right. Here's Richard Ducharme. Spins around. Has a look. Spins around again. Passes it in front. Right at the point. Fires it. Save Stevens. Here's 13. Szymanski. One on Jonah. Goes around. Backhand shoots. Save Melstead. Fires it in front. Misses the net there. Number 20, Barron. Here comes Papanagas to Saunders. Saunders has a look. Goes around the net. Right in front when Barron picks that off. Mikey Barron comes with the puck. Fires it. Save Melstad. Comes to Mikey again. Here's Jonah. To Tate Riome. Jonah's going to slap it down for an icing. 2:03 left in the first period.
I got shot in the knee like 3 times.
Moochigan. Here's Mikey Bear in the corner to Sinclair. Here comes Lucien Tate Riome. Has a look. Slaps on the brakes. Kyle Arthurson gonna dump it out. Kagats, and it's on the net. Comes all the way to the point. Fires it. Didn't get there. Tate Riome still has a puck. McDonald, number 7, and he's going to come with speed there. And he gets, pass, and it's 2-0. Nelson House with 1:12 left in the first period. All started by number 7. Number 19 is Marcus Moody. Marcus Moody. Yeah, Different game in the playoffs. Hidden gems, the goal scorers in the playoffs. Here's 22, Christopher Finn. Number 3 comes all the way down to Alan Wesley. And dumped down by the Norway House. Stevens is there to play it. Body check. There's Duchan right in front. And the net is off, I believe. It's not off. Referee blew the whistle. The net is not off. God, they stuck at. No, the net wasn't off. He blew the whistle. Saunders fires it on net. Save. 29.1 second. The clock is not started. The clock is gone. Blow the whistle. $16.2. Something happened to the clock here. And the puck comes all the way to Norway House zone. $11.2. Something's wrong with the clock here. And that does it for the first period. And we'll be right back for the second period. Nelson House leading 2-0.
White ticket 109.
Can I do this?
125. Green ticket 099. Green ticket 089. Green ticket 159.
Come on. Is this Romans?
Green ticket 089, pink ticket 109, 125. Ticket 799, ticket 109, white 25, you booked in point.
Tansy, we're going to have shoot for cash here. Shoot for Sunyas. Are we live? Are we live? And here comes Norway House North Stars. And we're starting here, second period. Do or die game for Norway House. And we're trailing by 2. Start of the second period. We just had a shoot for cash here. Here we go, start of the second period. And it's a packed barn here in Norway House. Here we go, folks. Number 21. Here's Taylor Bapanagas. Dumps it in the corner. Here's 22, Christopher Finn. Behind his own net. Like to shout out to Keith Ross, Golden Brown, watching from 333, Tansy Keith. Here's 21, Richard Ducharme, and he takes it in. Toe drag. Moss Mightdale 26. Birch. Tate Riom 14. Here's 24. Taylor Panagas. Too many men. No call. Too many men. Here's 24. Taylor Panagas, and he's offside. Also watching there, back home in Flin Flon, having a beer there, Gatlin Church. He's cheering for Nelson House. I hope you spill that beer there, Gatlin. Here's 20, Henry Much. Fires at Keyston. Oh, the stick save of the goalie. Stevens. Here's Drake Perch, a overtime winner last night. Oh no, that's 24. I think in asking. Goes all the way down, no icing. Here's Saunders. Comes all the way out. Here's McDonald. And it goes all the way down. Possible icing. No icing. Nelson House regroups here. 24-15. Bradley. Nice block. And a whistle goes. That's it. Keith Ross out at 33. Watching his two boys here. Jonah Ross Bradburn and Keyston Saunders. From your Golden Browns there, Keith. Here's number 6, Brandon McKay. Stevens out to play the puck. Here's 22 with the body check. Comes all the way. Number 2, Jonah backhands it. Comes all the way down to Stevens again. 6:49 in the second period. And icing call on Norway House. A shout out to Jen Falster out in Winnipeg. Him and Hubert. Let's go Stars at Dewak. Jen and Hubert. Here's Nelson House. Dumps it in corner, Nathan Halcrow. Save Melstad. Here's 28, fires it, blocked by 24. Taylor. Number 20, pass it in front. Fires it, and they score. Nelson in the house scores. 15:57 in the third period.
Nelson House names goal scorer by number 44, Carter Bassett, assisted by number 20, Mike Barron, and number 28, Nathan Alco.
Carter Bassett's the goal scorer from number 20, Mikey Barron. Carter Bassett with the goal. See in the playoffs, the ones that don't score in the regular season comes out scoring. Here's Alan Wesley the other way. Across, fires it, shot, save, and we have a penalty. Cross-checking for Nelson House, I believe. Power play, Norway House. And the three veterans are out. Ducharme, Much, and Saunders. Here's Taylor Papanicus, fires it.
Nelson House names penalty number 24, Conroy Alco, 2 minutes for cross-checking, Kamala Kelly.
Here's 21, Ducharme. Captained by Jonah Ross. Here's Keaston Saunders. Richard Ducharme picks it up. Over to the point for Jonah Ross. Fires it. Blocked. And it comes out. Papanicus is there. Jonah takes it in. Has a look. Tried passing to Richard. And it comes the other way. 2-on-1. Nice play by Saunders. Back check. It comes all the way. Saunders has a look. Save Stevens. 45 seconds left in the power play for Norway House. 13:46 in the second period. Yeah. I was wondering who was playing music. We have Edward Albert here in the box. He wants to commentate it though. Here's 15 Bradley. Moves it up for Tate Reum. Tate Reum. And Stevens smothers the puck. 13-21. 19 seconds left in the power play for Norway House. Wait. Here's Aiden Bradley at the point. Comes all the way down. 10 seconds left in the power play. I think that'll do it. Ducharme fires it. Didn't get to the net. Blocked. Here's Saunders. Blocked. Here comes Conroy Halcrow. He walks and fires it. Save Melstad. Number 11, Tingley. 21, Richard Ducharme. Moves it up for captain. And offside, Nelson House. Yes, we have our annual Sasquatch Fishing Derby this weekend here in Norway House, Sunday, March 12. 20,000 big ones for the biggest fish. Here's 17, Dylan Kerr. Fires it, Jonah Ross, saves Stevens. And Milstead says we'll have a face-off on the right side of Milstead. Give me that, Chinogista. What? Nelson House fires it. Oh, saved there, Milstead. Tricky. Here's Wesley. All the way down for Tate Brehome. Mogi do tamaguhik. And 22 is there. Dawson Osborne. Here's number 17, Dylan Kerr. Right in front, shoots. Oh, what a save, Stevens. Here's number 3, fires it, shot. And it went out. Monges stopped ma. 10:47 in the second period. 3-0 lead for NCN. Here's 18, Mackenzie. Dumps it down. And Norway House scores. Number 7, Dakota Osborne. Sugimet number 7, steals a puck and fires it and scores. First goal for Norway House at 10:34. Dakota Osborne. Morris Palou. Here's number 20, Much. Nice pass in front. Momagot tayo. Ducharme. Number 3. Towers fires it. Shot. And a tip there. And here comes Barron. Save Melstad. Here's 18, Jonah McKenzie. And Kyle Arthurson has it behind his own net for NCN. To Drake Perch. 15, Bradley. Gives it to Tingley, number 11. Dumped all the way down to Stevens. Richard steals the puck, fires it in front. And Norway House is pressing here. 9:09 in the second period. 3-1 lead. No, you're fired. Okay. Here's 14 Wesley. Spins around. We have Ashley Fletcher playing some music for us. Icing call. We got 4 of the boys for Norway House's last year of hockey. Melstad, Ducharme, Saunders, and Much. Here's Mikey Byrne. Six, 3-1. Here's Jonah. Has a look, passes it. Here's Ducharme. Over to Jonah. Has a look, fires it, blocked. 22, Finn. Here's Taylor Papanagas. I get mixed up with those two boys. They're fishing, those two boys. Here's Saunders. And he's going to pass it to Richard. Fires it. Save Stevens. A great one-timer by Ducharme from Saunders. And Jonah with another block shot. I think that's his 10th block shot tonight. Sacrificing the body. Here's 18. Sinclair, 24. Sinclair fires it. Another block shot by Jonah. Here's number 7, Dakota. Race it, 2 sevens going at it, McDonald and Osborne. Primrose to Sinclair, to Barron, shoots, save Melstad. Got a piece of that. Here's 22. Albert Sinclair. Here's Tate Riom. Hatzagason. Here's 18. McKenzie. 22. Osborne. Comes all the way out for 17, Primrose. And it's dumped down. There's Jonah Ross. Number 2 for Norway House. Dumps it down and we possibly have an icing. Ace Kaskaminig ay sweep a hot. Mackenzie to Dylan Kerr. Here's Alan Wesley, has the puck. Over to Bradley, to Wesley. Spins around. Fires it. Save. Stevens. So him at the Skatsak. Melstead has to play it. Here's 15, Bradley. Has a look. And Jules Balfour took a spill there. Here comes number 20, Barron. Look at that clock. Oh, keeps going on and off. Oh, time for a new one, like cross leg upgrade.
I submitted a
.349. Save Melstead. Quick shot by Finn, Christopher Finn. Another block shot, Jonah. Big body check, save Melstead. Come on, here's number 10. I'm out. Steven. Puck's gonna drop on the right side of Stevens. Here's 14, Wesley, around the net, spinorama. save Melstead there. Barron fires it backhand. .240 left in the second period. 3-1 lead for NCN Flames. Miss Sedna Vanuta gonna say we see Peak Multiplex. Sunday night hockey. Here's Tate Riom. Fires it, save Stevens. And it's gloved down by Stevens. Head shot? A head check to Nelson House. A 10 and a 2 for Mikey Barron. .221 power play Norway House. Oh, it was a good game last night. Papanaga shoots. Right in front. They score! Norway House. Sapahawak. The captain. Henry Bachugukanap. Sapahawak on the rebound. Assisted by. Who was that there? 24. Taylor Papanakis. Captain scores. Power play goal. Took them 8 seconds to score. 3-2. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second period. Oh, high mood again. 3-2, 1 goal game. Here we go. Here comes Saunders. Behind the net. Here's Papanagas again. Papanagas dumps it down. Stevens is there to play the puck. Comes all the way to Jonah. Fires it back down. It's 1:30. Here's Henry Mutz. Fires it, shoots, saves Stevens. Another shot. Oh, this Tuggats. Holy Mackinac. Here's number 2, Jonah Ross Bradburn. Fires it, and it goes out. And it's going to come outside of the Norway House zone. 106-3-2. Close game here, folks. Another close game. 1 goal game. Here's 17. Dylan Kerr.
The announcer speaks. They want to not play music. Yeah, just turn it up until she's done.
Here's number 12. 39.8 seconds left in the second period. Hi, Miss Sedna Vanuta. Oh, 33.1. Oh, they score! 9.2 seconds in the second period. And it's scored by number 17, Dylan Kerr. Kotistagas, and the place is rocking here in Norway House. Tie game 3-3. Holy Mackinac. I believe that's his first goal. They grabbed the puck for the boys. Here's 24.
Assisted by number 14, Alan Wesley. Top of the goal, 19 minutes and 31 seconds.
11 seconds left. Here's 28. And we got a penalty to Norway House, number 10, Keaston Saunders. Two and a 10. And here we go. Third period. And it's all tied up 3-3. Do or die game for Norway House. Momentum has shifted over. And here we go, folks. We have a packed house here. Miss sitting on one.
2 minutes for extra and conduct, and at 10 minutes conduct, 10 minute penalty is the beginning of the period.
Chorus tagads. 3-3. It's good to see a lot of people here watching the hockey game. We just had a first period. We had shoot for cash, and after the second period, we had a food scramble. And here we go, folks. Power play, NCN. Here's Taylor Papanikis. Dumps it all the way down. Stevens is there to play it. Here's Captain Christopher Finn. Has a look, and he's going to bring it up. Here's some speed. And he sets it up to 44 Bassett at the point. Over to the other point. Sinclair. To Finn. Over to Bassett. Moves it over for Finn. Finn has a look. Fires it. Save Melstad. Jonah Ross dumps it all the way down for Stevens. Here's 44 Carter Bassett behind his own net. Has a look, feeds it over to 14 Sinclair. Comes in. Drops it to the point for Finn. Sinclair still has the puck. To 24 Halcrow. Finn shoots. He scores. Power play goal, Nelson House. .836 power play goal, Nelson House 4-3 lead.
Nelson House goal scored by number 22, Ken, assisted by number 24, Conway Locko, and number 14, Albert Sinclair. Time of the goal, 1 minute 26 seconds.
8:17 left in the third period. Quick goal from Nelson House, power play goal. Comes all the way down for 22. Here's 21 Richard Deschamps, spins around, fires it. 28 dumps it down. Here's 2 Jonah Ross Bradburn to 24 Taylor Papanikis. Here's 14, Albert Sinclair. Has a look. Right in front, nobody there. Comes to Richard Deschamps with some speed. Offside Norway House. Here's 7 McDonald to Sinclair. And offside. 7:05. Here's 44 Bassett. Jonah Ross. Over to Taylor. Here's number 17, Primrose. Oh, what a big hit. Comes all the way down and no icing. Here's number 7, Dakota. 14, Wesley. And it's kept in. Comes all the way to 44 Bassett. Here's Tate Riom. Steals the puck. Number 3 for NCN. Has a look. Spence. Here's 26 Birch. Fires it. And save Melstad. And a shout out to Leslie Mackay out in Brandon doing his studies, and he's a zebra out in Brandon. Magayak. Leslie Mackay out in Brandon. Here's 14, Sinclair. Halcrow with the shot, save Melstead. Comes all the way down for icing, 14:57. Fires it. Here's 24, Papanikis. Halcrow with some speed. Oh, he misses a big check there. He's knocked off the puck. Here's Sinclair. Halbert Sinclair. Behind the net. And it comes the other way. A pass to 21. K-Gads. 15 for Nelson House. Here's 26 Birch. Backhand to him on Melstad. Steers it to the corner. Sasuhane Scott Togohuni Skatsak. Here's 14. Walks it, fires it. Another block shot from Jonah Ross Bradburn. Here's Sinclair to 19. Oh, a big body check there. Miss, and it comes all the way back. Here's Richard Ducharme. Here comes number 28. Nelson House is pressing here in the third. Here's number 16. And it's dumped in the corner. Melstad's there to play it. Here's Jonah Ross Bradburn. Has a look, dumps it for Tate Reaume. Here's Tate Reaume. Has a look, fires it. Alan Wesley shoots and saves Stevens. 12:43, great action here in Norway House Cree Nation Multiplex. Goddess Tagads. Holy Mackinac. My guy's probably watching over there out in Brandon, eating his popcorn, his pink popcorn. Here's number 3. Oh, Mr. Bodycheck. Here's Tate Reaume. Brings it in. Shoots. Oh, Kegas. Almost Kegas. Here's 17. Here's 22. Christopher Finn with some speed. Passes it in front. And it's knocked down. Possible icing for Norway House. A Skuskaminicus and a swept hot. 12-11 left in the third period. Do or die game for Norway House. Nelson House scores again. 5-3 lead, 12:08. Number 19, Marcus Moody kasapahak. Marcus Moody. Yes, we have some. We have our big ice fishing derby here on Sunday, March the 12th. Starts 12 to 4. First prize of $20,000. Our annual Sasquatch ice fishing derby. 20, 10, and 5. Mawas kami sigitit kunsel. Here comes Ducharme. $11.58. Milstad's there to play the puck. Here's Captain Henry. Has a look, fires it. Almost Kegats. Oh, here Tate Reaume. Pataska Hill, captain. $11.28. Too many men for Nelson House. Power play Norway House. Isamis Cheditic Nelson House. Here comes a power play for Norway House. 5-3 lead NCN. Mised na minuta multiplex Codis Tagads. Here's Carter Bassett. Here's Richard Duchamp. Fires it. He misfires it. Captain Henry comes all the way down. And it comes out. Jonah Ross Bradburn to Papanagas. And he's going to come for a skate. Here's Jonah Ross. Fires it. Save Stevens. 10:45. Over to the point. Ducharme spins around. Walks in. 1:19 left in the power play to Norway House. Here's Ross Bradburn to Dylan Kerr. Brings it up. He's got some speed. Kagasipa no, not bases. And he comes out. Papanikis has it. Papanikis, number 24, to Richard Ducharme. Fires it. Save. Here's Ducharme. At the point, Jonah Ross to Richard Ducharme. Dylan Kerr. Tingley to Ducharme. Richard. Right in front. Holy Macana. Codis Tagads. Dylan Kerr over to Jonah. Fires it on net. And it didn't get there. Here's number 7 with some speed, McDonald. Brings it over, fires it on Melset, stops it. Moves it up to number 12. Oh, this Tagads. Tay Triome missed a breakaway pass. And he still has it. Dropped in the corner for Dylan Kerr. Right in front. And it comes to Albert Sinclair. Bradley. And it goes out. 8:50 left in the third period. Codis Tagads. Here's 22. Finn shoots it and hits the other net. 8:43. Comes all the way down for Dakota Osborne. Losing the puck. Here's 15. Shoots it. Here's 7, Dakota Osborne. Body checked. $8:17 left in the third period. And it's kept in by NCN. Here's 44 Bassett. Dumps it in the corner. Here's Tate Riome. Over to Dakota Osborne. Still has it. And it comes out on the left side of Stevens with 7:35 left in the third period. Captain Henry takes the draw, wins the draw to Saunders. And it comes to 13. 2-on-1. And a big body check from Ross Bradburn. Here comes Keyston Saunders around the net. Passing in front. Holy Mackinac. What a gorgeous tagads. Kept at the line, Jonah Ross. 22, Finn to 28. 1-on-1. Fires it. Save Melstad. 6:52. Here's McDonald. To 14, Albert Sinclair. Slows it down. Pass it right there in front. Fires it. Save Melstad. And it comes to Keyston Saunders. Has a look. Spins around. Still has the puck. So him at the both teams. Good hockey game here. Here's 24. Papanagas to Bradley. Spins around. Here's Alan Wesley with the puck. Here's Tate Reum. Toe drag. Number 24 for Nelson House. Conroy Halcrow, 2 minutes for holding. 5:35 left in the third period. I don't know, folks. Muna gawin kami ni Hian. Captain wins the draw. In the corner, here's Henry Much. Wraparound shoot. Save Stevens. Here's Jonah Ross. Fires it. No, God. Right across for Saunders. Right in front. Oh. Holy Mackinac. Here's Saunders again. Number 10. Comes to the point and kept at the line there by Brass Bradburn. Ducharme to the point. He's going to fire it. And it's dumped all the way down. Melstad's there to play it. 4:34 left in the third period. Ross Bradburn. And it's dumped down by 26 Perch. Husawe assist Matiego and Cree Perch. There's 22 Finn. Perch. 4:02 with 27 seconds left in the power play to Norway House. Here's 21 Richard Deschamps. Fires it. Here's Henry. Look at Saunders. Richard. Oh, Gagats. Almost Gagats. Here's 24. Conroy Halcrow. 3:24 left. $3:13 left. 5-3 lead still. Norway House wins the draw. There's Towers. No icing. There's Kyle Arterson, number 11. Here's Tate Riom to the point for Jonah Ross. Fires it. Misses the net. Down the other way, 3-on-2. There's Barron. Fires it. Save Melstead. 2:37 left in the third period. Here's Richard Deschamps to Keyston. Keyston has it, number 10. Fires it in front, backhand. Empty net. 2:08. $24. Ducharme. Here's Keyston Saunders. Oh, no penalty call. A clearly tripping there. Here's 14. Albert Sinclair on the empty net. Offside. 1:26 left in the game. Here's 20, Mikey Byrne. Icing, no icing. 1:16 left. Here's Captain Henry. Albert Sinclair gives it to Mikey Byrne. $53 seconds left in the game. Jonah Ross fires it from the point. Sam McDonald dumps it down. Mikey Byrne will try it from there. So he scores. I think that'll seal the deal for Nelson House, folks, with 33.6 seconds. 6-3 lead. These are the boys' last season here. Henry Much, Keaston Saunders, Richard Ducharme, and Braden Melstad. Hegoni Squats. Six, 3. And they're going to run the clock, folks. It's been an awesome time commentating for you, for Norway House North Stars. Mots again. If we're in still good health next year, if I'm in still good health next year, yes, I would definitely do it again. There's your winners. Nelson House Flames. 6-3 final score. Augie Mutsagan. They're going to shake hands now. As we all do, we leave everything on the ice. A beautiful game of hockey.